Good morning. It is Friday morning, and the mustache is back. I was told again yesterday. Thank God you grew the mustache back. I won't take that as an insult, however, it probably is. Okay, so today I want to get into the roots of creation for those of us who think of ourselves as artists. Um, and that's the only designation that really matters. And I say that completely honestly, with the idea that you need to make that designation. Artistry is a drive to create, it is not technical perfection. There are artists that are appreciated for their talent and capabilities, but artistry is something that comes from inside. It is here. It isn't what other people say. You can get degrees, you can get accolades, you can get awards, you can get fans, but artistry comes from within. And you do not need any amount of education to decide to be on that path. But when you are on that path, then it is your responsibility to get all of the technical capabilities that you can to make sure that you can share your art in its purest form. And in addition, you need to share that art. Art is something that cannot be kept to yourself. So those are two very bold steps, and I took them very tenuously. I remember skittering around talking about that I am a musician, I am a composer, I am a guitarist, a vocalist. And at first, you may feel like a fraud, but if it is part of who you are, that's just a reaction to the social pressures that people place upon you. And it doesn't matter what your vocation is. You don't need to be employed in your field of art before you are that thing. There are artists of all types, from music to sculptors, who are lawyers, doctors, janitors, truck drivers. You name the discipline, and they are there. They bring their books with them to take notes in on their art, and that is what their pursuit is. And it may not even be the best way to go about it, to be paid for your art. That's an individual choice, but that designation is a decision that comes from within. I would say it's very much a spiritual, but it's certainly emotional and psychological decision. All right, so think about that. If you really are a creative person, you need to share that with the world, because the world does not have enough creative people. It has enough people telling you what to do, it has enough people complaining, criticizing, but not enough beauty and creation. And beauty can be something that is frightening. I'm a big fan of horror movies, and they are not what you would describe as beautiful, but their creation is an artistic endeavor that I appreciate. So, whatever that is, share that with somebody. Okay, so some quotes about creation, artistry, and art that I really like. All right, so Auguste Rodin. The artist must create a spark before he can make a fire, and before art is born, the artist must be ready to be consumed by the fire of his own creation. And I found that recently, so I didn't report, I'm reporting. I finished War God, the vocals of that. I finished the guitar solo, but to do that in a 2-week time period, as I designated that I need to get these done in to be finished in time, I don't listen to any other music. I just listen to those pieces until they come to life. I am not, whatever you would say, I'm not capable of just sitting down for an hour or so and banging it out. I can write a piece of music in an hour, but it does not mean anything to me. You must have a stake in the creation of what you do. It must be a reflection of you. So that is the first one. Vincent van Gogh, if you hear a voice within you saying you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. Do not listen to negative inner voices, and certainly don't listen to negative outer voices. Okay. Next. I like this one. The role of the artist is not to look away. That's Akira Kurosawa. And this one by Beethoven is particularly poignant, and that is, do not only practice your art, but force your way into its secrets. Art deserves that, for it and knowledge can raise man to the divine. Ludwig van Beethoven. Art is important. Get in there, share your art with the world, whatever that is. All right, I will see you tomorrow.